Meghan Markle here.
Today is November 19, 2025. It is exactly 2 a.m. So I spent an hour making a list. I'm probably going to have two videos, one for this channel and another one for PYTE. I came across some really good tweets to share with you. So let's go on Twitter. We're going to start with, well, this one will be on my next video on PYTE. This is the first tweet. Alright, so this was going around. Oh, I thought that was the full speech, but it's only 7 seconds. But I'll share it with you anyway, but that's the discussion that's going on X right now. Every single criticism they have on Meghan Markle is projection. Alright, so this is Henry VIII who retweeted this. What does, quote, balance of team profitability mean? Is this a new royal word? Alright, let's see here.
Leaders, you'll face the daily challenge of finding the balance between profitability and having a positive impact. Leaders, you'll face the daily challenge of finding the balance between profitability and having a positive impact.
What? Profitability? I don't know. Let's see here. I was thinking of poverty, maybe? But profitability, I don't know what it is. Okay, so, well, please, English is not my first language, okay? So don't come after me. I'm not trying to make fun of her. My accent is as harsh as it is, but English is her language, so I don't know. So I just listened to the clip. I'm hearing profitability, but I think she messed up with the word between. She said between instead. Oh my God. I don't know. Maybe she's trying too hard for... Okay, I am in no place of criticizing her, but English is her language. I don't know what she's trying to do. It's a toss-up between William and Kate as to who is more illiterate. She tries so hard to sound posh, nothing about Kate is real. I'm sure she was nervous. Yes, public speaking is nervous. If only she got some training. Well, she's been at it for how long? How long she's been there? I have said before, Princess Diana left the blueprint for them. Okay, Princess Diana recognized her weaknesses. She hired a public speaker, how do you call this? Speech trainer, okay, to help her.
Diana didn't always agree with Sedlin's technique, but he kept pushing. The results could be striking.
Get a little angry now with that.
I can't be angry and speak like
Yes,
that.
you can.
No,
Yes, you can. I'll show you. Okay, well, it'll start to change slightly, won't it? It's going to change. It won't come out quite the same. We must recognize that people who are HIV positive, and it's
for as long as they can. Yet out of ignorance and fear, they are still being forced to leave their jobs.
smashing.
If we continue to believe that AIDS is someone else's problem, we too could so easily be facing the same devastating destruction.
Week after week, Diana practiced, watched her tapes, and made visible progress.
The more threatened we are, the more we feel.
Excuse me, the more changes there are, the more threatened we feel.
Right, now carry on like that, yes.
Those who become ensnared in addiction are often highly sensitive and creative people.
In the past 12 years,
The princess was becoming a better speaker, her former private secretary Patrick Jeffson recalls, but he wonders what it really meant for her.
She said to me one day, "You know, Patrick, I want to make a real Churchillian speech one day." And I thought, well, that's good, because, heck, you can't do better than emulate Winston Churchill. But what's she going to say? The thing about Winston Churchill was that he usually knew what he was going to say when he made his big Churchillian speeches. What was she going to say?
If only she got some training like her mother-in-law did when she was nervous about speaking, and also you just have to do it more. Okay? Her S's are so pronounced like a snake and tired deflating. Let's leave that alone because I have more tweet making reference to her speech. I actually thought that video was much longer. I didn't know it was only 7 seconds. Is it there again? Let me see here. Okay, this one is slightly longer. No wonder the illiterate princess was so badly threatened by Meghan's orator skills. All right, let's go into that so I could see it bigger. Let's pause it. This is Hello Canada. Princess Kate isn't holding back. The royal mom of 3 urged business leaders to support children's mental health by making working conditions more favorable for parents and caregivers. Speaking at the first ever Future Workforce Summit hosted by the Royal Foundation Business Task Force for Early Childhood, Kate said, quote, "Every child deserves respect and safety, and everyone who cares deserves recognition and appreciation." All right, let's listen. It's exactly who's gonna say an hour? 1 minute. Come on.
As business leaders, you'll face the daily challenge of finding the balance between profitability and having a positive impact. But the two are not and should not be incompatible. At the Centre for Early Childhood, we believe that we must do all we can to create the conditions for love to flourish. That is how we invest in our future. Every child deserves respect and safety, and everyone who cares deserves recognition and appreciation. Every act of care creates community because we're all essentially weavers of that same fabric. I believe in restoring the dignity to the quiet, often invisible work of caring, of loving well, as we look to build a happier, healthier society.
Oh my God. There's something she said where she believes on something, and I don't remember what she believes in, but
I believe in restoring the dignity to the quiet, often invisible work of caring.
The thing that crossed my mind when she said, "I believe," and I'm like, okay, if you believe on something, showing certain action that you do will somewhat connect to what you're saying is believing. But anyway, I'm just sharing with you. Whatever. She says every instead of every. Painfully obvious, thank God Harry and Meghan escaped this mediocrity. You know what? Let's leave that. Okay. Meghan, full of her own self-importance. Okay. I want to say more, but let's leave it as that. All right, let's leave that alone. The derangers are all over. Instead of talking. Oh, there's another tweet making reference to that, to the speech again. The thing said, oh snap. All right, let's pause. Prove that Kate Middleton knows nothing about the workplace. She asks businesses to prioritize time and tenderness alongside profit and business. Tenderness. Okay. I know. I put that. She thinks we hug and kiss at work, and there's me put this like an hour ago. Well, there's this. Sorry. Right? Her only role is being a wife and mother, and they don't even prioritize her tenderness. But I didn't think about that. But she's there telling businesses, this is what happens when you're dumb. You are made to say whatever. That really puzzles me because anyone who works for a business knows that the only priority is money and how to make more. That is true. This platitude or nice speech, I'm laughing at the thing that I put. Okay, let me stop laughing. This platitude or nice speech, but where are her real suggestion for tenderness? What does she want them to do? Maybe she should talk to a few union, find out how much tenderness there is for employees. Anyone? Well, this is the thing, especially with the Epstein thing that's going on. These are the people, when you work under them, they turn you into what they want you to say. These are the people who want like 14, 15-year-old to have a say about age of consent, this kind of thing. This is the problem that she's having. She didn't read I don't know. Okay, I'm just saying. She should have read this days in advance, and then as she read it, ask questions. Say, I don't want to say this. That's not me. This is something when she was saying, I believe. And I'm like, you believe in what? Okay, I should have stopped it when I thought about it. When the video was playing. And share my thought with you. But the thing is that these people, men in gray suit, are writing the things for her. These are the mentality of men with pedophile tendencies. And they're making her say it. She doesn't question those things that they're writing for her to say.
One of the reasons Catherine is so popular amongst certain demographics, and I'm going to say older people and men, is because she says absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
She's a good little girl who keeps quiet and doesn't complain, doesn't do anything, doesn't rock the boat, and is a very traditional, old-fashioned, mute woman.
She could have used a better word than tenderness. Her vocabulary is so embarrassing. Yeah. We know it's not her who... Okay, you guys gonna come after me thinking that I'm making excuses for her. But she's reading it. She should have do her homework before and read the thing and say, I'm not gonna do this. Like this person said, she could have used a different word. This is the problem these people had with Meghan. When Meghan is doing something, she prepares days in advance. She's working with her binders. She does her homework. Sending email at 6 a.m. and they got pissed about that. Okay? They just want her to remove her brain, let those men write their BS for her, and then she just spill the thing, whether she believes it or not. But she's the one who's saying it. People are believing it's her thing. Like when she said, I believe. Okay, what did you believe? It doesn't... Oh my God. She doesn't live in the same world as you and I. One will ask for her advice. I'll wait. All right, so let's leave that alone. Let's go to the next one. Okay, this is making reference to the speech again. The squad are making fun of it. They are pushing Kate Middleton even more desperately than usual, if that's even possible, down our throats. A lot of articles on my timeline with Love Meghan December 3rd holiday special has gotten them all shook up. Meghan is working and Kate is doing lame shit as usual. That's right, the thing is coming soon. The dragging of Kate Middleton on social media and the press in general for her lame speeches. Who is advising KP? Good question. I have noticed that every other post is nonsense about her. The propaganda has been ramped up. I wonder why. One can smell the desperation. Lazy Kate doing lame shit as usual. There's the laugh here. The cancer card and disappearing act were used up. Checking Google Trends, you know there's very little interest in her and Wills, so I guess they are trying to pump up interest. Yeah, on mine too, so that's why I was wondering. Yeah, I wasn't gonna really talk about that, but that's all I was seeing on my timeline. But the squad are making fun of it. Okay, I love it. Kate is being forced out of her comfort zone. She will object if she doesn't get favorable media coverage. I guess this will be it for the year until she appears in her Christmas piano pantomime. Next one, I think it's making reference to the speech again. Okay, well said. No love from this woman. Doesn't take the kids to see their very ill grandpa. And who is she to copy someone else's work anyway? Alright, so she retweeted this. Please stop repeating words like nurturing relationship, love to flourish, mother nature, etc. to the point of oversaturation. And 14 years as a royal, is that how long she's been there? You can learn to speak clearly, so please stop teaching others how children should be raised and buy a handkerchief. Why has she never taken speech diction classes? Why must have people listening to this dribble be? There's the thinking face here. Pathetic. Maybe she is taking speech lesson, but I don't know. She hasn't progressed. She's had elocution lessons for years to change her voice and speak Queen's English. which is a made-up speech by royal and aristos in order to segregate the plebs. No one other than sycophantic elitists like the Queen's English. It's impossible unless born into it. Entirely fake. She looks awful, tired, old. She needs help. Let's see here. The palace neglecting their duty of care. They are a business, have legal responsibility, which I've tagged them about numerous times. Okay, speaking of tagging, look who's joined the website to Meghan Sussex. Because trending yesterday, search Meghan Sussex, see what happens, and repost. What is that? Get your tracker off my page. People are really peeved. This isn't the first time either, Kensington Royal. You're not doing Kate any favor. People know she is aware. Search Meghan Sussex, and guess who pops up? And we see your bat farming too. Okay, so there's all of that. Let's move on. I don't know. Come next week, I'm going to try my best not to focus on them. Let's see here. This is Henry VIII. The story can be about Willis getting blasted from the left and right and center about his Brazil trip. And it can be about Kate's month late autumn video telling us peasants to enjoy nature while she and her family literally close off access to part of Windsor Great Park. So they drum up Sussex drama. So she retweeted herself. That was back in November 16. There is just no logical reason the palace won't let this feud die. They claim not to care, but obviously do. They claim Harry and Meghan are irrelevant, but they obviously aren't. Alright, let's see here. I'm just gonna read what's there. The thing I don't get, these people have dirty money now. Why don't they hire a more experienced PR team to handle their branding? Even for a lazy couple, a lot of this could be solved at the staff level. What I realize with these people, they probably do hire PR people. Let's say they give a task to the person who's handling the PR. And then as the person, directing them what to do, but they are changing, telling the PR people, this is the way that I want it, instead of listening to the PR person and just do it. All right, 100%, but something is rotten in the state of Denmark. What? Oh, I saw a headline. That guy, I think he's from Denmark, who was accused of rape. There was something that popped up. Let me pause and look into it. Okay, it's not Denmark, it's Norway. I think this is the thing that I saw here. Okay, 1 day ago. Marius Borg suffers first major legal blow as court rules. Okay, Borg has 32 charges against him, including several counts of rape involving multiple women. Wow! Multiple? While awaiting his court date, Borg has suffered, okay? You could look more into it. That's what I saw. Well, not from this particular magazine, but I saw something popped up on somewhere. I think, could it be through here? Whatever it was. But let me not focus too much on it because I don't want this video to be too long. So it's not Denmark. So it was that other country. Like I live in Canada, each province does this visit Nova Scotia, visit Alberta, visit, Manitoba videos. These videos could have been a layup for her. The future Queen promotion UK tourism could have done each season on a different part of the UK, easy PR, and yet, okay, I don't know anything about that. The level of attacks on Harry and Meghan over a birthday party is comical. It seems to be KP losing their minds, likely because the heir missed some high-profile Remembrance Day events and no one cared about his Brazil trip beyond the awkward volleyball photos. His conservative fanboys were pretty upset about the whole thing. Well, I don't know what to say, but I share some of them with you. Tangible sense of hysteria in the current briefings, especially from Sykes' latest Daily Beast piece and his Substack rant, laced with more malice than normal. The overwhelming negative response to Brazil has their boy crashing out. And he wanted the spotlight. They gave it to him. It's just BS that was coming out of that spotlight. Indifference is the doom of the monarchy. Without Harry and Meghan, there's not much else going on. There's the thumbs up, 100%. Well, men in gray suit who are working with whoever, They are in their face now, okay? They want the people to be the one calling foul, okay? The not my king type of people. They had enough with them, okay? I think right now in the US they're saying the Epstein files is gonna be made public or something like that. In other words, men in gray suit probably setting the royal up to get the people upset so they could be out of there. They don't want to be the one to say you're gonna get out, okay? They manufacturing, setting them up for the people to be upset at the royal family. And then there's Israel, things that's involved with America. It's like another group, that invisible government that's working against one. It's a whole bunch, layer after layer after layer of stuff. All right, next week. The reason I'm saying all of this is that, like I've said in past video, I believe Israel has control of these people. They will decide when certain things should be released as they're moving forward with their plan of what's going on in the Middle East. Okay? So they're probably going to release the Epstein file so people in America could have their own problem to deal with. Okay? So we don't pay attention to what's going on in the Middle East. All right? Trump create problem within communities. It's everywhere you turn, there's issues. It's issues after issues to keep us busy instead of focusing on what's going on elsewhere. And Trump is creating problem in South America as well. So it's like there's issues after issues to keep us busy, to not pay attention what's going on in the Middle East. No matter which way you turn, America is involved in some crazy nonsense, manufactured nonsense. All right, there's this here. Next week. Don't come at me. I'm leaving this here for those with their heads above the sand. So has them Bill lives in Windsor Castle for the last 5 years. Prince William fake Forest Lodge video sparks major backlash online. Okay, I hear people talking about the, the Forest Lodge thing. I haven't come across it. Okay, so let's listen to Martin. Oh.
Morning friends, happy Tuesday, how the heck are you doing? And my question about the non-working taxpayer funded lazy scrounging royal family and every story that we've read over the last 5 years is, why do they need to lie so frequently about the little things? And the second question would be, if they're lying about the little things, what the heck else don't we know? What are the big things that we are literally being sold BS on? I have no idea. Prince William's fake Forest Lodge video sparks major backlash online. If you didn't know, William's advisors, when they released the video, said that it was in Forest Lodge. So the press naturally picked up on Kate Middleton's, not his, new decor. Well, it turns out it was in Windsor Castle. And the rumours, particularly over the last 5 or 6 years, is that William lives full-time in the Queen Mother's old apartment, which is where he's literally stood now. He doesn't live with Kate at all. He hasn't for years. He's got his own place and he lives his own single life, entertaining whoever he wants. Back to the point, Martin. The deception and the deflection are off the scale. This family's number one priority is staying on the gravy train. The priority is not to be truthful and not have any level of transparency. Comments are open as ever. My opinion isn't important. What do you think?
I don't know why they keep on lying. There's that here. They are divorced and playing pantomime for GP. What's GP? I don't know. Right? He's right. Too many separate engagement. We knew they were separated and maybe divorced. They just keeping up appearances. That's on them. And the papers know. The papers know. The media in the UK knows. Next one. Pause. Forcing people to make a public apology for calling you Kate Middleton when your name is Kate Middleton, clown. And then giving... I'm sorry, I'm laughing. And then giving what seems to be a speech about care, tenderness, and love in the workplace is the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Her parents call her Kate Middleton, the world call her Kate Middleton, and she happily branded herself as Kate Middleton for a decade. Now suddenly it's a royal catastrophe to use the only name she's ever contributed to on her own. When you've achieved nothing of substance, a title becomes the entire personality. Profitability, that's the word again. Even Camilla's had enough of the ridiculous charade. Oh my God, I forgot about that. You don't hear anything about Charles, except last week there was an image of Charles. It was like a copy of something Meghan did. I don't think I shared it. If I did, maybe it was just one time only. And they were talking about nature, eco-friendly kind of things. And whoever brought it up, and I was like, if you want to mock the royal or the copy Meghan, Charles, in terms of nature and eco-friendly, do not use that. Because Charles has been doing this for a very long time. Okay, but when Meghan does something that's about nature and eco-friendly kind of stuff, they jump on the bandwagon to connect with Meghan. So don't use that. Okay, that's me talking about it. So that was the only thing that came out last week. But right now, you don't hear anything about Charles and Camilla at all. They probably just enjoying themselves, doing whatever it is that they need to do. Oh my God, I'm telling you. What's her name? The horse played her card very well, but eventually it will catch up with her. Queen Camilla joked to friends that the Princess of Wales video announcing she was in remission from cancer looked like a shampoo commercial. It's called respect, dear. Something you clearly don't understand. She is Catherine, Princess of Wales. William and the family call her Catherine, so out of respect. Oh, shut up. I'm looking for... Exactly. That's the one I'm looking for. Alright, let's black this. Oh, where's it go? Yeah, it went. Okay, if you don't understand why... Okay, let's leave the rest alone. These are the people who will never... No self-respect. Next tweet. Okay. When the biracial Meghan said her name is Meghan Sussex on official documents, the British media, their mouthpiece, and derangers attack her for it. However, they threaten and demand an apology from anyone who dares to refer to the white woman by her real name, Kate Middleton. Racist. There was something I was thinking. One of the squad was saying something. I forgot. BBC expresses regret over... and one of the comments I was reading from previous video is that they use they say one viewer instead of viewers without the S, and it could possibly be one person from the palace who called to make that change. BBC expresses regret over calling Kate Middleton her own name and while apology. The BBC sent an apology to Kate Middleton for calling her by her own name. The British Broadcasting Corporation took ownership after fans... Okay, now they put the word fans. Had a hissy fit over the network not using her title, Catherine, Princess of Wales, during their broadcast Armistice Day on November 11. What? Never mind. They really care about those titles over there. Thank God Harry and Meghan don't care. I will always call her Kate Middleton. All because Kate is not her real name. Her real name is Catherine. Catherine is what she was named. It's her nickname, which makes it real. Everyone knows her as Kate Middleton. You can deny that. What is it in Spare? What is it? I think it's Charles who decided to change the name because... okay, that's the part here. I completely forgot what was the thing. To change it from a C to a K.
He explained, or tried to. I can't pay for anyone else. I'm already having to pay for your brother and Catherine. I flinched. Something about his use of the name Catherine. I remembered the time he and Camilla wanted Kate to change the spelling of her name because there were already 2 royal ciphers with a C and a crown above. Charles and Camilla. It would be too confusing to have another. Make it Catherine with a K, they suggested. I wondered now what came of that suggestion. I turned to Willie, gave him a look that said, "You listening to this?" His face was blank.
You can deny that, and that's what I will keep calling her. For much of the public, they will be known as Marco and Middleton. I correct people, but the response is usual. Oh yeah, the press wants to make money. If they say Sussex or Wales, it doesn't sell, especially here in the States. Okay, whatever it may be, whatever. But for the title thing, she wants to be named by the title. All right, next tweet. Okay, let's hurry up. All right, what is this here? Looking for the post of King Charles the Cool wishing Princess Meghan happy birthday. It seems like, okay, I don't think I shared it in any videos during Charles' birthday. The tabloids were, doing their usual nonsense, their noise, because Meghan did not, or I don't know if it's just Meghan or the Sussexes in general, did not wish Charles happy birthday. So this is what the squad are making reference to here. Looking for the post of King Charles the Cool wishing Princess Meghan happy birthday. Okay, there's that. They don't see it. He sent thought and prayers. Is that not enough? Alright, so I guess the same thing too. Alright, she blacked her thing. That's what I was gonna say too. So isn't that enough for maybe Harry and Meghan thought the same thing too? Alright, next tweet. Okay, did I put it twice? No, I just put the same thing. I think I'm done with the royals. Now we're talking a little bit about different things. Okay, I don't hate him, but never been really keen on him. There was something I could sense that was not genuine about him. When women were going mental over him, I was like, why? Now he's revealed himself to be a snake. On his knees to the royal family for a title. Harry and Meghan don't need people like him. If you go on our Part of Pew service, about 2 years ago, I did a piece on his organization. And I think it's just because of his wife, because his wife is a lawyer who represent a lot of undeserving women around the world who don't have money, who've been abused and things like that. So I think it's all his wife doing. That's when I sort of lean a little bit toward him because of his wife. I was aware of his wife's work. Don't get me wrong. I was aware of him as well. But the same sense that this person has, I wasn't really that, the kind of craziness that some people were going about him, saying he's sexy and all of that. I didn't see it. Okay? So there's my comment here. I started liking him only because of his wife. His wife, the brain, has been doing amazing work. They even create a charity organization to help others. I should have put more. Other than that, okay, my sentence sort of cut short. Okay, other than that, I'm on the same exact page as you. There's the thing here that talks about the organization. Okay, Clooney Foundation for Justice to advance justice in courtrooms, classrooms, and communities worldwide with specific focus on human rights abuses. Okay, that's what really got me. Someone like it. Got you. Yeah, she does good work for charity, and that's great. However, she know better than her husband. She was bouncing off the ceiling to meet Charles the other day. I guess she wants to help her husband get the Sir title. Very desperate. Oh. Yeah. Alright, so let me leave it as that. Let's go to the next tweet. There's other comments below it, but alright, so there's this here. Oh, that's a video, 34 seconds. Breaking. Prince Andrew's biographer says in leaked video that Epstein and Melania were lovers. Oh my god. Oh my god, they were passing them around.
So here we are with him in Mar-a-Lago, as you see with Epstein. Sorry, can you see okay? Epstein, a woman called Gwendolyn Beck, who Andrew took to the island, and Melania.
Wow.
I had various references in my book to Melania Trump. Epstein had actually been her lover before Trump, but Trump didn't like that in the book, so he ordered it to be taken out of the book. After about 60,000 copies had been printed, so it seemed to be a pretty pointless gesture, but anyway, our publishers did it, but I keep spreading the word.
After 60,000 copies already made it, it doesn't make sense anymore.
So here we are.
Okay, there's more videos here. There's me here putting this. It's like one poof, puff puff pass, okay, Melania. And then no wonder these two, okay. Remember when they were in the UK, where they stay at? Who knows? Maybe they were. Just use your own imagination. Oh my God, these people are freaking nasty. There was a tweet that I came across where this person said, "You do realize there's no black people in it. You know, they're already racist as hell, so thank God for that." Okay, so there's that here. Rep Clyde, point of order. You may not call the President of the United States a felon. What do you say to him? Okay, let's listen to this.
Gentleman will state his point of order.
The point of order is you may not call the President of the United States a felon. That is
he was convicted in the court, so that's the truth. He is in the court of law.
a violation.
Point of order is under consideration, and we're not going to lose order here either. So please.
May I continue? May I continue, Mr.
Members are, however, reminded to refrain, as mentioned a little while ago, from making personality commentary towards the president. The point of order is not timely, so the gentlelady is recognized.
Oh, it's
Gentleman
playing
will state his
over.
point of order.
Wow. And you see some of the comment here. Well, it could be bad stuff, but hey, this is where America is. This is my last one. Okay, I thought that was kind of funny. Imagine being late to work and this is the excuse. The first thing that I thought is that the lion is working his dinner and breakfast alone. Look at this. I cannot play the audio because of the music. So that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Okay, this one is done. I'll finish updated. It's gonna be live at 8 a.m. Alright, so that's it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.